Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the real review for the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra 5 Gangster Alpha Omega Supreme, aka the ultimate scumbag phone. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one starts at $1,300. Alright, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my white
calm down. Okay, now I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can, but y'all know the routine. Grab your popcorn and your thought juice and get comfortable. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Now, let me start off by answering the main question everybody been asking me all week. You got yourself a Galaxy S25 Ultra 5 Gangster Alpha Omega Supreme in great condition. Should you upgrade and get the Galaxy S26 Ultra? And here's my opinion. Now keep in mind, everything I say in this video is just my opinion. Now me, I am the #1 banana head of America. I'm upgrading my phone every year. I don't care. As long as it got one new feature, I'm upgrading. But in the real world, should you upgrade? The answer is yes and no. Now, if you're going to be penny pinching, I would say no. I mean, the phone is going to feel pretty similar. But should you upgrade? I would say yes. Okay, this is my real opinion, yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, the only reason I wouldn't upgrade my phone is if you're buying the same phone, okay? If you're buying the same phone and it's the same phone. A lot of times you say, oh, it's the same phone. No, they might look like the same phone, but it's not the same phone. This right here, this is the perfect example, the Pixel 10a. This is one time I would say don't upgrade. This is buying the same phone and it's still the same phone. Okay, shout out to Google. Congratulations, you bought the same phone twice. And this is literally the same phone as the 9A. This is one time I would say don't upgrade. Both the Galaxy S26 Ultra, if you upgrade, here's the things that you're gonna notice in real life. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the things that you're gonna notice on paper. The things that I notice in real life after using both of these phones every day, this is what I noticed in real life. Number one, you're going to get a new processor. You're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5. Now, on paper, yeah, last year's version, they may seem similar, but this is one of the reasons why I'm running all these animations. Okay, let me show you something. I'm running all of this fancy stuff, all of the animations. Watch this. Watch this animation. You see all of this stuff? One of the reasons I'm running all of this stuff is because now with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, it runs perfectly on the Galaxy phones. Now, a lot of the stuff that I use, like all of my fancy stuff or by S25, sometimes you get a little lag here and there. When you're trying to use too many aftermarket animations and aftermarket apps, you get a little lag here and there. Now I'm noticing with the S26 Ultra, zero lag. Zero lag, and the processor feels faster and snappier. Now, I know what some of y'all gonna say. Oh, whenever you get a new phone, it's always gonna feel faster because last year's phone got all your information on it. It got 1,000 photos, 1,000 videos, 1,000 apps. Look, I'm noticing in the real world, and shout out to anybody who did the upgrade this year, leave it in the comments and let people know that I'm not exaggerating. The phone feels faster and snappier and zippier, okay? All of those tech review words, you're gonna notice the difference in the processor. The phone feels better. It feels more powerful. So that's one reason to upgrade right there. Next, the biometrics. Now, shout out to Samsung. Let's see now, Samsung, if I put them on the spot, look at the face unlock. Now, my face unlock works good on the S25, but it works better on the S26 Ultra. And this is what I mean by, when I'm upgrading, as long as it's the same but better, I'm upgrading. This is the same but the same. Okay, even with this piece of shit banana head iPhone 17e, at least you're getting MagSafe. So yeah, you could say it's the same as the 16e, but it's the same but better. Better processor, okay, and MagSafe. So it's the same but better. This shit is the same but the same, okay? So now, you're gonna get better biometrics. And look at the fingerprint sensor. Again, look at, you see that little tap right there? Now, if you wanna know about the animations, I'm gonna do a separate part of this video called cool shit. I'm gonna show you some of these cool features I got. But look at the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor and the face unlock are back to what Samsung was doing before. Okay, this is how it's supposed to look. When you do your face unlock and your fingerprint sensor, it's supposed to work flawlessly. So now you're getting better biometrics. Next, you getting the horizon lock with the video camera. Now, I heard through the grapevine that they're going to push that out on the S25 Ultra, but as of today, if you get your S25 Ultra and you go to camera and you go to video, okay, you notice you got super steady, but you don't have horizon lock. That should be coming soon. Horizon lock is a game changer, especially for people like me. I just came from the gym. All right, so when you come from the gym and you lift heavy weights, you notice you sometimes you got the shakes. Right? Shout out to all my workout dudes. You know what I'm talking about. You lift some heavy weights and you come home and you eat some protein and you recuperating. You're gonna have the shakes. So a lot of times I'll be having the shakes after working out, and then you want to shoot some video. You're gonna have that you're gonna have the shakes in your video, even with super steady. Now you got horizon lock, and I'll show y'all a demo on horizon lock. I think we all seen it by now. That feature is goated. Okay, that's a dope feature right there. But wait, there's more. Next, you're gonna get faster charging speeds. Now this is 45 watts versus 60 watts. Is that night and day? No. It's not night and day, but it's faster, especially when you want to top off your phone. That means you get home, maybe you've been at work all day long, you get home and your phone is at 40%. Now you're getting ready for a night on the town, you plug in your fast charger, shit, shower, and shave, and when you're ready to walk out the door, the phone is back on 100%. So this is 0 to 75% charge with the right charger in 30 minutes. So that's faster charging speeds. That's an upgrade. Now, of course, the build quality. Now, I could go either way with this. The build quality, the phone is definitely lighter. Okay, it's a lighter phone. A lot of y'all want the thinnest and lightest phone. That's not an issue for me. I want heavier phones, okay? I want my phone to feel super premium and heavy, but if that's something that you into, the phone is definitely lighter. So if this is a heavy phone for you to carry, maybe you might be two phones Nelson, you're walking around with an iPhone and your Galaxy in your pocket at the same time, you want a lighter phone. All right, let me go ahead and clear this notification. You want a lighter phone. Hold up. Yeah, y'all see the animations? Look, I'll show you how to do all of this stuff in a minute. Okay, so now you're getting a lighter phone. So the build quality is arguably better, but worse in some ways. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But the best feature about this phone, is the privacy display. The privacy display. And this is one of those features I call the nobody else got that feature. If your phone has a nobody else got that feature, you on top of the game. And let me show you how the privacy display is so sick, because watch this. It's not only when you just swipe down and activate privacy display, you can have it activate in certain conditions. So you see, whenever it's time for me to put my password in, it automatically activates the privacy display. Now I gotta open this up and watch this. Now, when I go to Instagram, okay, let me just make sure I'm not putting nobody on blast. Hold up. Let me exit out of that. Let me try that again. All right, watch this. All right, now, you see? Look at that face unlock. You see, my privacy display is off. Now, y'all watch my channel, okay? You know, family show. Whenever I open up my Instagram, there's about a 90% chance that when I open Instagram, it's going to open up to something spicy. But let's see what's going down. So I open up Instagram, and of course, family show. You notice, it automatically opened up to the privacy display. How dope is that? Let me show you something else. And why is that dope? A lot of times, now, privacy display, that's why I call this the supreme scumbag phone. The privacy display, look, man, a lot of times you'll be sitting at work, you'll be sitting on the train, on the bus. You know, for me, I fly a lot, so I'm sitting on that flight. And I go to Instagram and somebody's sitting right next to me, and I'll be like, let me open my Instagram, and I open it up, and it'd be something like this. Now, this is not too bad. Right? This is not, right? It'd be something like this. Now, the person next to me can't see that. So I don't have to quickly open up my phone. I don't have to go to privacy display and manually turn it on. No, I got it set for certain apps if I open up Cash App. As soon as I open up Cash App, it's automatically in privacy display. Okay? How dope is that? And let me show you something else. Watch this. Now, I'm going to send myself a message. All right, let me go to my messages. I'm going to do a little test. Watch this. You notice the message automatically popped up in privacy. The message popped up in privacy. Now, of course, I'm all about redundancy, so I got two messages going off at the same time. But if I turn off my dynamic island app, when I get my messages, they'll automatically pop up in privacy mode. If I open up PayPal, right to privacy mode. All of my banking apps, okay, all of my scumbag apps, if I open up my gallery, automatic privacy mode. Look, man, that feature for me, I would upgrade for that feature alone. Now, shout out to one of my subscribers who unsubscribed to my channel because we got into a big debate online, and then he started talking spicy. And you know me, I'm matching energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind a good debate, but if you're gonna start talking spicy, I gotta match your energy. So, you know, we started talking spicy to each other, and he told me to go eat a dick. He's gonna unsubscribe. But basically, he was saying the privacy display is a gimmick. Now, anybody saying that this privacy display is a gimmick is one of two things. Either they never used it before, or they're just a fucking hater, okay? If you saying the privacy display is a gimmick, you're a hater. You're a certified hater. And let me show you something else that's crazy. Now, let me show you, y'all know, this is the Snyder cut, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, a lot of rambling, but I like to give y'all real world scenarios when I do my videos. Let me tell you why I got into the privacy display. I go to dinner every week with Amaya, right? Now, Amaya's the type of girl that wears her heart on her sleeve. When she's sad, she can't hide it. She can't hide it, and especially for me. Even though she try to pretend like she ain't sad, she be using her phone, and I can tell she's a little bit down. Now, Amaya's my best friend, but at the end of the day, that's still my daughter. So we be having dinner, and Amaya be on her phone doing shit, and I'll be pulling the nosy dad routine, like I'll be kind of glancing over a little bit. Let me see what she looking at. What's she doing? So I'll be trying to look at her phone, but Amaya always got a privacy display on, right? So this is a few months ago. So Amaya always have a privacy display on her iPhone. And then Amaya, what she'll do is, she'll be like, oh, Dad, check out this video. And then try to, look at this video, and move her phone like this. And I'll be like, yo, I can't even see the shit. I can't see it because of that privacy display. And that kind of made me like, you know what? I need to get a privacy display. So I reviewed this privacy display I got on my phone right now. But the problem with this privacy display, and the problem that I got into this big argument with this fucking banana head online, was the problem with this privacy display is once you put it on, it's on. You can't take it back off. Now, when I'm sitting in my bed at night, I don't need a privacy display. I want to watch my videos and look at all my photos and all that in full glory. Anybody who watches any one of my videos, you notice my phone is always on max brightness. I don't care what phone I got. Every phone is always on max brightness. I like to enjoy my phone. But when I'm in the bed now, you notice with this privacy display, it makes the phone darker. You know how many times I came this close to peeling this off because I'm like, you know what? Is it really that serious? Like, yeah, I don't really need it that much. I want to enjoy my phone. I came this close many times to peeling this off. I said, you know what? I'm going to peel it off, and I'm going to be mad when I get on that flight and I got that nosy passenger sitting next to me. You know what? I might as well just leave it on. So I left it on. So, but the problem is it's dark. It darkens my phone. Being able to turn the privacy display on and off, that is what I like to call a game-changing feature. And that's nobody else got that feature, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if you see Xiaomi, if you see Oppo, if you see Vivo, even Apple. Maybe not this year because it's kind of close, even though companies like Xiaomi, they don't give a fuck. They'll jack your shit immediately, okay? But companies like Apple, they like to wait 1 or 2 years before they steal something, you know what I'm saying, from Samsung. But Xiaomi, I wouldn't be surprised if Xiaomi jacks that display technology immediately for next year. Trust me, that is game-changing technology, okay? So I would say upgrade. And now, on another side note, here's another reason I would upgrade my phone, and I don't want this video to take a dark turn, but let me show y'all something real quick. All right, now let me turn off my privacy display. You see it automatically turned on when I went to photos. If you go to my last video for Galaxy, my unboxing, look at a comment from Mortician. Mortician 805. Look at this comment that he left. This was 2 weeks ago. He said, "Thank you for keeping the same energy. My partner of 14 years loved your videos, and especially your review of Samsungs, since she was a diehard fan. She passed away in May of last year, and I could just hear in my head asking, did Flossy Carter put a video out on the new Galaxy?" Now, comments like this, This comment resonated with me and it touched me because my brother passed away 3 years ago. And y'all know, he was a #1 Samsung hater, okay? But at the same time, our relationship was a love-hate. He was an diehard Apple Mafia hitman, and I'm a diehard Samsung Knight. So when the Galaxy, every year, now this has been our tradition for the last 10, 15, I don't know, every year of Samsung Unpacked, I would tweet him a link to Unpack, and I'll be like, I know you're going to be hate watching, okay? You're not just going to be watching the event, you're going to be hate watching. And of course, he would hate watch. He would hate watch the event, and when the event is over, he would text me like, oh man, that's all y'all got this year? Oh, Apple gonna kill y'all. Oh, y'all, no, that shit is whack. Oh, y'all got this new feature? Oh, 100 megapixels. Oh, that's whack. Oh, y'all ain't got this. Yo, we would go back and forth. But the same way he said, I could just hear her in his head saying, oh, did Flossy put a video out? I can hear my brother right now. When he seen this privacy display, this might have been the feature that made him convert over to the Samsung Knights because he was one of the supreme scumbags, okay, when it comes to hiding shit on his phone, and he always dealing with multiple women, and he always got this person blocked and that person blocked. He on a date with this one, he on a date with that. The privacy display, and he kept a privacy display on his phone at all times. But I could hear him in my mind right now. He would have been like, yo, I got to keep it a buck. That feature's hot. That feature's hot. I said that to say this. You never know when it's going to be your last day on this planet. This Galaxy S25, okay, Galaxy S25 Ultra, you got it right now. This might be your last Galaxy phone. Okay, you might not wake up tomorrow. This might be your last phone. Let me give you some advice. Okay, I've been on YouTube for 16 years. Every day I wake up, I got a little bit more pain. Look, I'm wearing glasses right now. My vision's slowly slipping away. You're getting older. Nobody ain't getting younger. If you sitting around right now watching this tech video, chances are you're a tech lover. There's 1,000 different videos you could be watching on YouTube right now. Cartoons, car videos, law and crime networks. Okay, you could be watching vlogs, dance videos, but you're watching a tech video. That means you like tech. Stop playing around and upgrade your phone if you can afford it. Now, I'm not saying go broke. Okay, go broke trying to get the latest phone, but if you can afford it, upgrade your phone. Samsung right now is giving $720 in exchange for the new phone. Now, is that worth it? You got to decide. But for me, it's worth it. It's worth it. Enjoy your life, okay? Upgrade your life. Enjoy your life. Don't sit around and wait until it's too late. Okay, when you got to be, don't wait till it's too late. Upgrade your phone. Upgrade your life. That's my little life coach advice right there. Now, let's get back to the video. So, I would definitely upgrade. Okay, that privacy feature alone, I'm upgrading. The camera, super steady, motion, the horizon lock. I think it's going to come to the S25, but I'm not sure. But it's already out. Take advantage of these new features. Now, with that being said, I always got to talk about the things that I don't like first before we start swinging on Samsung's nuts. Let me start talking about the things that I don't like first. Number one. The price. Now, normally I would really complain about the price, $1,300. That's kind of too goddamn high. But $1,300 is not bad when your phone has a nobody else got that feature. Okay, remember the Bluetooth S Pen? When your phone got a nobody else got that feature, you're allowed to charge that price. Now, last year, when they took away the Bluetooth S Pen, all we got is a regular S Pen. There's a lot of phones that you can use a stylus with. Okay, now they're not built in like that, but a lot of phones do have it built in, Motorola. Now they just popped in my mind. I forgot Motorola does have a built-in stylus. Okay, so, that's not a nobody else got that feature. So they don't got no business charging $1,300 and every feature on this phone you can find on a different phone. But when they got a nobody else got that feature, I got to give them a break with the price. Okay, so I'm not really going to complain too much about the price. However, I will complain about this. The presentation. Now look, you just dropped $1,300 and this is all you get? This is some bullshit right here. Shout out to Samsung, but this is some bullshit. Y'all see me review that. Matter of fact, I unboxed the other day that the Infinix Note 60, I believe it was. Did y'all see that presentation with the carbon fiber car charger? That phone was $700. Y'all see me unbox this? Honor. Okay, you're going to hear me talking about Honor phones a lot in this video. Look, man, I want a charger in the box. I want a case. I want a screen protector. I want some headphones. I mean, give me something. Give me something for $1,300. Give me something other than just a phone and a little note that tells me to go fuck myself. I don't want that note. I want a real presentation for $1,300. Next. These are the things that I don't like and the things that I would like to see different. Now, and here's one thing I'm not going to talk about. Look, everybody been asking me to talk about this 10-bit display shit, the little controversy between 8-bit and 10-bit display. The reason I'm not going to make a big deal about that is because these are one of those issues that only us real tech nerds like to argue about. And let me tell you why it's not really an issue for me. Something is not an issue if somebody got to tell you it's an issue. If you get your phone, you got your Galaxy S26 Ultra in the mail, and you pull it out and you open it up and you like, oh, okay, let's go. And you playing with it and you like, oh, this is fire. Oh, I like this. And you didn't notice anything about the display. Somebody got to tell you that, oh, guess what? It's not 10-bit. Then that's one of those issues that I'm not going to make a big deal about because I didn't even know about that. I did not know about that until people started hitting me up like, yo, Floss, I know you're going to cook Samsung for that 10-bit shit. Oh, come on, man. It's the same thing like with the super moon. Remember the photos of the moon and they like, oh, those are, those ain't really, those are kind of AI generated photos of the moon. Bro, some things, you got to pick and choose your battles. Like, I don't really care. Now, I know somebody are going to say, oh, he's just saying that because he's a Samsung nut rider. Look, man, I really genuinely don't care. The display looks beautiful. It's anti-reflective. I got no issues with the display. And this one looks better than some of these so-called 10-bit so-called. So I'm not even gonna make a big deal about this whole 10-bit shit. I'm gonna talk about issues that I don't like after using the phone in the real world. Okay? Here's one thing I don't like. No MagSafe. No MagSafe. Now, even Google, sometimes Google be lagging behind with the phones, but even Google dropped MagSafe charging on the phone. Now, I know what some of y'all getting ready to say. Okay, well, with the MagSafe, because of the S Pen, they want to make sure the S Pen works correctly. Let me tell you something. Samsung found a way. All right, look, man, Samsung found a way to use a privacy display. They found a way to manipulate the pixels in the display to turn it to a privacy. They found a way to do this. They can find a way to put MagSafe on your phone and make your S Pen still work. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. This is a $1 billion company. They found a way to manipulate the pixels to turn the display private. And you mean to tell me they can't find a way to put MagSafe in the back? I'm not buying that. Okay, I want to see built-in magnets. I don't care even if they have to come out with their own proprietary system. They selling MagSafe cases. Samsung out here selling MagSafe cases. MagSafe needs to be native in the back of the phone. It needs to be built in for some of us people who like rocking no case. For some of us who like going butt naked, raw dog, no case. It needs to have MagSafe. Google did it. Apple did it. You got to do it too. Little dramatic pause right there. All right? Next, let's talk about more things I don't like. The battery. 5,000 milliamp battery in 2026 is criminal. Hold up, where my shit at? Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Sorry, Shoes. That's a flag on the play. Especially when you got companies like Honor. Yo, this phone right here, it's only a little bit heavier than the Galaxy, but this phone has a 10,000 milliamp battery. 10,000 milliamps. A lot of these Honor phones, 7,000 milliamps, but this is 10,000 milliamps. Okay? 5,000 milliamps in 2026, especially with a phone with this kind of processor and all of the stuff you're going to want to be doing with this phone. I eat through battery with this phone. Now, this one is on 95. Let's see. All right, 95. Let's check the battery status. Okay, this one is on 73. Let's see what the battery is by the end of this video. 73 and 95. 5,000 milliamp battery with 60 watt fast charge. Bro, we talking about 10,000 milliamps with 120 watt fast charge or 100 watt fast charge, like 190. Yo, all of these Chinese phones, 190 is like the minimum now. You know what I'm saying? Some of these phones got 120 watt fast charging. And you got the big silicone carbon, 7,000 milliamp batteries. I know what somebody are going to say, oh, faster charge is not good for the battery health. Again, I don't know how long you plan on keeping your phone, okay? But, bro, I want to enjoy my shit today. I'm not worried about enjoying my shit 6 years from now. How's my battery going to be on my Galaxy? No, I don't care about that. Look at that. You see how my notification came in privacy mode? Bro, come on, man. Come on. But anyway, like I was saying, I love the screen rotation also. Like I was saying, 5,000 milliamps, that ain't enough. This phone right here should have a 7,000 milliamp battery and should have 80 watt fast wireless charge. I mean, fast wired charging and 50 watt fast wireless charging. Why not? All of these other companies could do it. Samsung could do it too. Next. Now, again, these are just my personal issues. No camera button. No camera button. Now, y'all know Apple kind of like, got the camera button, got everybody doing it. But look, a lot of these phones now, OnePlus, okay, Honor, Xiaomi, a lot of these phones got the dedicated camera button. Now, it might not seem like a big deal because you don't got it right now, you don't use it. But ask anybody who has an iPhone and they start using that camera button, anybody who has a Galaxy phone with the camera button, when you start using that camera button, you get the hang of it and you pressing the button and you're using it for zoom and all of that. Bro, look at this. You can't beat that camera button. You can't beat the camera button. So I would love to see a camera button. I would love to see something like this, a camera kit. Now, Xiaomi, Oppo, Honor, Vivo, they are killing the game with the cameras. Camera kits. Because a lot of us now, when you're getting these big 200 megapixel cameras, we're not walking around with the digital cameras anymore. Now we're just walking around with our phone. If you get a camera kit and this Xiaomi phone with I got the Leica version with the rotating lens, actual camera shutter buttons, the camera kit. I would love to see a camera kit for the Galaxy phones. And while we're on the subject of cameras, it's time for Galaxy to step up the front-facing camera. All of these Chinese phones now got 50 megapixel front-facing cameras. 50 megapixel got to be the minimum now. Okay, we need 50 megapixel. We need. Sorry. Yo, shout out to White Shoes, man. Let's give White Shoes a round of applause. You happy now? I want to see better front-facing cameras on my Galaxy phones. All of these phones coming out now, 50 megapixel in the rear, 50 megapixel in the front, 200 megapixel ultra-wide telephoto. I mean, come on. Samsung has to catch up in the camera game. Now, don't get me wrong. The camera is nice. I would compare the camera on this phone to like an iPhone. But when it comes to phones like Oppo, Vivo, especially Vivo and Xiaomi, Samsung is lagging behind in the cameras, especially the front-facing camera department. Okay, so I would like to see some upgrades with the camera, and I definitely want to see a camera button and a multifunctional button. Look, the multifunctional button, this is so clutch for me on my iPhone. The multifunctional button, I don't got to look at nothing. I just press one button to turn on my flashlight. That multifunctional button is just so dope. So I would like to see a nice, put a little multifunctional button right here. Little multifunctional button. Imagine a multifunctional button that you press and turn on your privacy display. Ooh, I just thought about that. Samsung, if y'all watch this video, you could have that. You can have that idea for free. Imagine you just press the button and turn on your privacy display. The way I got it set right now, I got to swipe down, I got to turn on privacy display, and I'm in. Now I'm in privacy mode. But imagine if I could just press the button and go to privacy mode. Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been sick. Now, I'm sure we could do some shortcuts and all of that, but look, I'm talking about a multifunctional button. A button. Next. Now, here's another thing I don't like. All right, here's another thing I don't like. The new S Pen. Now, we're not talking about the Bluetooth S Pen. A matter of fact, we are talking about that. I would love to see the return of the Bluetooth S Pen, but I think that has gone the way of the dodo. Okay. Shout out to all my nerds. All right, I'm a low-key nerd. But here's the thing I don't like about the new S Pen. And if you notice, look at this. I talked about this in one of my case videos. This is not the stock S Pen. Okay, this is not the stock S Pen. I'm already on my first replacement S Pen. Now, let me tell y'all something. I had every Galaxy Note since the Galaxy Note came out. I have never, I'll say it one more time. I have never lost an S Pen. Never. I have never lost an S Pen. This is the first time I came home one day. All right, I went to check out my S Pen because I actually use it, and I was like, "Hold on a second." I looked at my phone. Let me show you how I noticed. I went like this. Now, if you notice, you see my little S Pen icon is a picture of shoes. I noticed. I'm like, "Why is that picture of shoes right there? Why I got the shoes picture, I looked, I said, oh shit, my S Pen is gone. I don't like this new S Pen. The new S Pen is smaller. And here's the problem with the new S Pen. Watch this. You see, if you put it in with your button facing up, watch this. You see the S Pen fits in perfectly. But if you go like this and you put it in upside down, look at the difference. Now it doesn't sit flush. It doesn't sit flush. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost positive this is how I lost my S Pen, because when you put it in like this and it's not flush, any little tap will make it pop out. If you put your phone down wrong, it's automatically gonna pop out. And then you pick your phone up and the S Pen slides out. I don't like that, okay? I don't like that at all. And let me show you something. Here's my S24. This is my S24. You see the S Pen? Look at this. I'm going to take it out, put it in upside down, and it's still flush. It's still completely flush. Whichever way you put it back in, it goes in flush. Now, here's my stock. This is the brand new Galaxy. We'll take it out, put it in upside down, and it goes in. But if you look closely, you see it's not flush. You see? And when you put your phone on the table, it pops out. So now you got to be more mindful. Now when you take out your S Pen, now you got to actually look at it and make sure I'm putting the shit in right. You know, like, that's just one extra step. That's one extra step. And let me show you something real quick, speaking of S Pen, because I know somebody's going to ask. I'll turn on the sound real quick. Everybody been asking me how you do this. You heard that lightsaber sound? Put it back in. Watch this.
Yes, master.
You know, I'll show you how to do all that stuff. Trust me. With this one, same. We'll turn the sound on. Look at that. Put it back in. Again, I'll leave a timestamp. I really don't use timestamps because I don't make YouTube videos. I make fucking films. All right, when you go to the movie theater, there ain't no timestamps. All right, this is a film. But I'll leave a timestamp to show you how to get all the cool stuff. I'll do a little cool stuff segment when we're talking about AI. But again, I don't like this new S Pen, and not to mention, take a look at the new S Pen. I'll show you the stock one, not the Amazon one. Now that one was, I think, $24 on Amazon. Look at the difference from the S Pen. All right, now the S Pen is a lot thinner. It might be hard to see on camera. Okay, notifications. You love it. You love it. It's a little bit thinner. It's a little bit thinner. You know, this one feels more like a pen. You know, now that they're getting thinner and thinner, now it starts to feel like a stylus. I want to feel like a pen, like I'm actually writing. So, you know, this is why I say the Galaxy S24 Ultra is still goated. Okay, this is still a goated phone right here. We'll leave this here for a minute because I got to talk about this again in a minute. But now you just got one extra step. Now every time I put my S Pen back in, I got to go like this. I got to look and make sure I'm putting it in right. Because like I said, there it is. If you put it in wrong, it's going to pop out easy. So I don't like the new S Pen, and I would like to go back to Bluetooth, even though, you know, that's a pipe dream. Still, I got to mention it. I would like to see Bluetooth S Pens make the return. Now look, just for the nostalgia, here's an even older phone. Here's an S22 Ultra. Look at the S Pen. Look how thick it is. Thick and juicy and meaty. Pause. But a nice meaty S Pen. You know what I'm saying? That again, you could put in either direction. I'm going to put it in upside down. And it's still flush. Okay? Take it out. Put it another way. Still flush. I don't know who designed this new S Pen, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Next, no IR blaster. Now, I don't like to complain about things unless a phone had that thing already and got rid of it. If Samsung never had an IR blaster, that's why when y'all see me do videos for like the Pixel phones, I never say, oh, I wish it had an IR blaster, because the Pixel never had an IR blaster. When I do Apple videos, I don't be like, oh, Apple needs an IR blaster. They never had an IR blaster. But Samsung is the first phone that I had with an IR blaster. That's what made me fall in love with the IR blasters with my old Galaxy phones, and then they got rid of it. Now I know somebody's gonna say, oh, Samsung smart things and all that. Samsung smart things ain't gonna help you when you get to that hotel room and it's an LG TV. What the fuck you gonna do with Samsung smart things? okay, when you got an LG TV in that hotel room. Me, if I got an LG TV, all I got to do, pull out my phone, go to smart remote, go to add, go to TV, and look, all of the brands come up. I don't care what TV brand, all of the brands come up. Oh, they got an LG TV? Let me go to L, okay, LG, boom, and pair it right to the TV, and now I got a remote. I can't tell you how many times because I travel a lot. I can't tell you how many times I get to that hotel room and I grab the remote and there's no batteries in the remote, or the batteries in the remote is dead. Bro, that's such a buzzkill. It's such a buzzkill when you're ready to start your vacation and you're ready to chill and you grab that and now you got to get batteries. No, IR blasters, they need to be mandatory. Every other Xiaomi, Oppo, even OnePlus. OnePlus got IR blasters now. Honor, okay, Realme, Redmi, all of these companies got IR blasters. Nowadays, everything is all about technology. Everything is remote control. I got my IR blaster set up to my neck fan. I got my IR blaster set up to my RGB lights. IR blaster. Next, I'm gonna wrap this part up. Next, here's something I don't like. Now they got rid of the titanium and went to aluminium. As we say in America, aluminum. The build quality went to aluminum. Now, I could go either way with this because now with the aluminum build, it does make the phone a little lighter. It does make it a little lighter. But my thing is, if I want the lightest phone, I'm getting the Galaxy Edge. Okay, S25 Edge. If I'm worried about the thinness and lightest phone, I'm going to get something different. These phones right here, especially this one, the weight of this phone, it just screams, it yells premium. It just feels super premium. It feels super premium. It feels so good in the hands, ladies. You know the procedures. Look at the square corners. The square corners. I miss that. I need that. I want that. I love the square corners. I don't like how they kind of went now with the round corners. I don't like that. I don't like how it's, I do like that it's lighter, but at what cost? At what cost? I'd rather have the titanium and a few extra grams with the weight and just give me that premium feel. Okay, just give me that premium feel. So these phones, to me, it just feels less premium. Even when you hold the Galaxy S25 and you hold the S26, yeah, this one it's newer and it might maybe look a little bit newer, but honestly, look-wise, I like the S25 Ultra look-wise better. And look-wise, I'll take the S24 Ultra. This is still the goated phone right here. This is still the #1 Galaxy in my opinion. Imagine if I could switch out the internals and put all of the new features on this, I would do it in a heartbeat. Now, a lot of times I say, okay, we getting tired of the same build every year, same build. But the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, that's true. That's kind of true. But you see how even Apple gave us a new design? Because at some point, yeah, every year, you're buying the same phone, the same looking phone every year. All they do is manipulate the camera a little bit. S22, y'all seen the S23, S24, S25. Okay, and at some point they all start to look the same. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, I do kind of like this design, but the thing I don't like about this design, this is another one of my dislikes. When you put your case on, bong like that, a lot of the MagSafe products don't work correctly because look at the back. Now it does work on this, but it depends on which case you get. Now this one's gonna work fine, but maybe move the camera, maybe change the camera island around on the back so now we can take full advantage of MagSafe accessories. Everybody got MagSafe accessories now. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Okay, and of course, my last dislike, color choices. Okay, color choices. I want to see red. Now, not even this red. This was kind of like that sunset, burnt orange kind of color. But go look at my old videos. Y'all remember my Galaxy? I believe it was the Note. Maybe it was the Note 20. Remember I had the cherry red Note 20 and I had the lime green at the same time? I was off the chart. Yo, that red Galaxy Note was my favorite. I would like to see cherry red. Remember the S23 in green? I would like to see the army green. I would like to see some dope colors come back out. Now, a lot of people said, look, I bought the S26 Ultra in the zesty pink gold. I'm not mad. But the pink gold, ain't really my favorite. The silver is dope. I think white shoes white. White is always a classic color to go with. Wesley Snipes black, that's always a nice color to go with. You should always have a white and black option. But with companies like Samsung, they need to have white, black, maybe a blue, maybe a purple like this, and then give us something like a real gold. Give us something like a banana head yellow gold. Give us something like red, green. Give us one standout color. Okay, so I would like to see some better color choices. Other than that, now that's all of the things that I don't like. Now, let's get into everything that I do like right after this quick commercial break. All right, so now let's talk about everything that I do like. First, let's talk about the look of this phone. I love the way the cameras look on the back, especially when you compare it to some of these Chinese phones with the big stovetop camera island on the back. Even one of my favorites, the Honor. This is a big stovetop camera setup. Okay, look, you just put some pots on the back of this shit, right? Start cooking. I don't like this, okay? And it makes it harder to use certain wireless chargers. I don't like this big camera island, even though the cameras are pretty dope. I like the camera island like this and on the Pixel, okay? I like the Pixel with the horizontal camera island and this right here. We call this the waterfall. It looks like water dripping down. I love this. It just looks flagship. Not to mention, the phone is definitely lighter. Like I said, I could go either way with that because of the aluminum build. So you got a lighter phone, but the back, the frosted glass, especially with the white shoes white, no fingerprints on this, and it has the satin panty finish. Okay, satin panties. I love the look and feel of this phone. And I'll say it one more time. Feels so good in the hands, ladies. You know the procedures. Next, the display. Okay, we're going to talk about the display, but watch this. Even before we get into this, did y'all see that? The biometrics. Now, it seems like I'm making a big deal about this, but after years of Samsung having the worst face unlock in the game, y'all remember when they had the iris sensor? Okay, the face unlock was super secure, but it was dope. And then they got rid of the iris sensor, and then the face unlock's been kind of iffy. Now look at the face unlock. The face unlock works now. It's still not as good as Honor. Okay, I think Honor and Xiaomi make the best face unlock in the game. But now it's not annoying. There's nothing worse than when you pull out your phone, maybe you're in the elevator or something, and you go to use face unlock and it don't register. Now look, shout out to everybody who has iPhones. Y'all know iPhone has an amazing face unlock. But sometimes, especially with if you're using the iOS beta, a lot of times, when you do the new beta updates, the face unlock be acting funny. I hate when I go somewhere and I pull out my phone and I go look at it and it don't unlock. Especially with iPhones, because now you got to put the code in. At least with the Galaxy, if it don't unlock, okay, fine, you got the fingerprint sensor right there. But on iPhones with no face unlock has to be perfect. Now you get an excellent biometrics. And I'm going to keep making a big deal about this because I love it. Samsung is back. This is, and just in case you keeping track at home, this is the glazing part of the video. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of glazing going on here. But the face unlock and the fingerprint sensor. Look at the fingerprint sensor. That little tap. Look at this. Watch this. Just a little tap. Excellent fingerprint sensor. Excellent face unlock on both. And you see, it's not just a gimmick. It's not just okay, it works good on this one, maybe not on this one. This is my review unit that I've been using since day one. And then I got the retail version, and the biometrics are just as good. Okay, so you get excellent biometrics. Next, now we're not going to go through all of the other stuff. I will talk about some of the stuff that I do like. Swipe over once, you got your Google homepage. Now, matter of fact, let's get into this segment right now. You see, look at this. For some reason, the S Pen pops out too easy on this phone. I know I'm going to lose this.
Yes, master.
All right, matter of fact, I ain't going to make y'all wait. Let's get into the cool stuff right now. Let's get into some of the cool stuff you could do with this phone, and then we'll keep the review going. Now, for everybody asking, as far as the notch, this app right here, I'm going to show you the name of this app. The name of this app is called Dynamic Notch. Now, it's a free app, But trust me when I tell you, spend a couple of bucks and get the premium version, okay? The free version, you're gonna have apps up the wazoo. Let me say that correctly. Ads, not apps. You're gonna have ads coming up your wazoo, okay? Every time you're getting ready to do something, you're gonna get a fresh ad. Like they know how to make you get that premium version, but the premium version is worth it. There's so much stuff you could do with this. Now, I'm not gonna review the whole app because a lot of y'all gonna get it, and I want you to have fun and try all this stuff out for yourself. But this is one of the things that I like about it. Let me see if I get it to open again. Watch this. You see, when you get your notifications, you see my Nest. There's a Maya on Facebook. Okay, so I only got 2. Now, the notifications, they're gonna come up the color of the app. Let me see. Let's see. Do I have any on this one? I might have cleared them. Yeah, same thing. All right, but when you get a YouTube, it's gonna be red. When you get Instagram, it's gonna be pink. Keep your eye out for this app, these apps during the course of the video. Okay, so that's called dynamic notch. You can also have. Watch this. All right, I'm gonna clear all. You see, you can have it color. You can have it stay open like that. I got mine's. Okay, look. You could customize this. Okay, you got the weather. There's a lot of stuff you could do with the dynamic notch. Now, there's another one also, a similar version, the one that I used to use before that. That one was dynamic spot. Now, dynamic spot is another one that's pretty dope. You get your messages like that. That's how the message is going to look when you get them. Now, I'm going to leave that one off, but these are the 2 ones that I use that I recommend if you got a Galaxy phone. And this brings me back to my first point that I made about the new processor. When you're using these same apps on your Galaxy S25, S24, S23, sometimes when you get a lot of notifications and you got a lot of stuff going on, you got the live wallpapers and all of that, you're going to get a little lag. Okay, you're going to get a little lag. Now you're getting no lag, and not to mention, okay, let me just keep going. So those are the 2 apps that I use for the notch. Next, now if you like these animations, okay, first of all, you see that animation like that? That is from Samsung Good Lock. Okay, go to Samsung Good Lock, and you're gonna get this app right here called Lockstar. You're gonna get Lockstar. Now, when you go to Lockstar, I'll go to my wallpapers and style, right? You see, when I click on Lockstar, you see unlock animation. I got it on mosaic, but you can have fade. It'll fade in like that. You can have a wipe. Let's try the wipe one. Why not? We'll leave it on wipe. We'll hit done. Let's see how that one looks in real time. Okay. Look at that. Now, of course, let me show you something. I know somebody, that takes a long time. I got it like that on purpose. Okay, because I got it like that on purpose because I want to enjoy the animation. But when you go to Lockstar and you go to unlock animation, I'm gonna go back to my favorite, mosaic. You see, you got intensity. So you can have the intensity small, weak, or strong. You can have the animation time quick. You see where it just pop in quick. Or you can have the animation long. Now, I like the long animation because what fun is it if you can't see it? Okay, you want to be able to see it. And you can also change it, you can ease it in like a gentleman. You can ease it out. You got linear, bouncer, custom, go crazy. Just play with it for yourself. But that's how I get that animation like that. So that's my unlock animation. That's how you get the mosaic. I want my mosaic to come in nice and slow like this. Bang. Okay, so that's another one. That's from Samsung Good Lock. Next, here's another app that you need. Watch this. Well, watch this. This is another one. I'm going to send myself a little message. I'm going to put your... Okay, watch this. You see, when you get the notifications that drip down like that? All right, now look, and also, I'll open this up. You see, now I got text messages. There's the weather. Exit out of that. But I also got, I keep pressing the wrong one. Okay, I got to clear that. For messages, this is what I was going to show y'all. All right, so if you like the notifications that look like, I'll do it one more time. Okay. You see that? And you see, with the dynamic notch, it comes in the color of my text message app. So it came in blue, right? I closed that for a minute. Gives you a little icon like that with the message next to it. That's pretty dope. But if you want the notifications to drop down like that, you're going to use edge lighting. Okay, this is another Samsung good lock. Get edge lighting. Now from edge lighting, for custom style, you see I got it to drip down like this. That's the hearts. But say I want to do something different. Let's do another one I like is from the bottom. I like it from the bottom. Let's try this one. Hold up. You see how it pops up on the bottom now? Okay, so just go ahead and play with them. But when you set your custom style, let me clear this for a minute. When you set your custom style, right? Go to advanced, and then you can have, you see, like, I like to see my animations, but if you want to, you can have them come in very small, like that. You know, you don't have to have it so intrusive, but I like to have mine large. The period, long, and if you want, you can have it short, with just a little short dose like that. But look at that, that's a lot. But for me, I like to have mine long. Okay, many. You can have very few, many, and we'll leave it on many, and rotation. Now I'll leave it on none. Like I like to see just the app pop up just like that. Okay. Now for effects, if you do snow, let's try the snow one. Let's see how that one looks. You see how it's coming? See, I didn't adjust the size though, right? So custom style, right? So we do the snow one, go to advanced. Let's do large, long, many, and rotation, none. Hit done. Let's try that again. Okay. Now this is super intrusive. Okay. Super intrusive, but again, just find the one. My advice would be just go just find a whole bunch of different ones. I like this one right here when they rain down. You got the popcorn. Don't look at the shapes because that's not it's gonna be the actual. Okay, yeah, just like that. That's the one I like. Okay, so that's that. So that's another Samsung Good Lock. Now, speaking of Samsung Good Lock, if you got a Galaxy phone, just download Good Lock and get all of the little plugins. Right? Here's another one that you're going to need. You're going to need Pentastic. Oh, now, did I finish talking about Lockstar real quick? Let me tell you about Lockstar. Look at that. Let me tell you about Lockstar real quick. Back to Lockstar. Now, if you notice, you see on my home screen, let me look away. You see I got my music player? So I can start playing music. I got this little widget right here. Let me do that again. I can move this out the way, but if I press on those little squares, you see I could go to a flashlight, bong, just like that. I could go to Gmail, the apps that I use the most. You see I got my name twice. Why not? My name over the fingerprint sensor, name on the bottom. All right, how do you do this? Simple. When you go to Lockstar, right? Let's go back one more time. When you go over to Lockstar, here's all the stuff you can do. So you can add widgets. You can add stickers, you can add text, you can change the screen timeout. You can have your screen timeout even longer. Okay, so lock screen timeout. Okay, I got mine on 10 minutes. Okay, you can have your lock screen timeout super long. Okay, you can and you unlock animations. All right, so that's Lockstar, but you see the only widget I use is my YouTube music player. So that's the same YouTube music player as this. Where you just press, get your music. Bang. Oh, here's another thing too. You see, with the dynamic notch, you're gonna get the little music play at the top. Let me turn this down. You're gonna get your little music play at the top. You see the record is spinning. How cool is that? Okay, how cool is that? Got the music spinning like that, and not to mention I can control it from the lock screen. All right, next let's take it over to one more that I want to show y'all. Let me get the volume back up. Okay, the last one we're gonna do from Samsung Good Lock that you're gonna need is Pentastic. Now, look, y'all remember when I unboxed it, I was like, oh, there was no Pentastic app? They actually added it back. I had an APK, but you can actually add it back now from Good Lock. They got Pentastic and everything works. So when I take out my pen, you see, I got a custom wallpaper. And watch this. Let's exit out of this. You see, it's a little picture of shoes. You see, when I hover, it's a heart. It's hard to see, but that's a little heart right there. So when I use my S Pen to hover, it's a little heart, and my little S Pen location right there is a little picture of shoes. And if I click on that, now we got a big picture of shoes. All right. That's Pentastic. Now, when you go to Pentastic, let me go back. When you go back to Pentastic, right? Let me go to clear that. When you go back to Pentastic, change your sound. You see where it says sound? So that's the floating icon. I got shoes as my floating icon. For the pointer, I got a little heart. But if you want to, you can have whatever you want. You can even have a custom image. Okay? And for sound, you see for sound, do custom. So I got a custom remove sound and a custom insert sound. So for the remove sound, we'll do the Top Gun theme. And for the insert sound, we'll do the cat. Right? We'll hit done, hit use, exit out of that. Now when I put my pen in, I shoot that activated shoes, I take it out. The Top Gun theme. All right, so go crazy with that. Not to mention, all right, for sounds. Let's keep it moving. Now, how do I get all of those sounds? Here's another app that you're going to want to get. It's called Zedge. Now, I reviewed this maybe 10 years ago. I've been using this for 10 years strong. Get Zedge, and this is another one I recommend getting the paid version. You only got to pay one time. If you like, okay, now let's see, let's do Street Fighter. We do Street Fighter, right? If I want some Street Fighter sounds, we go to notification sounds, and we got. You got now. If I want to, I could just hit download. I can set it to a notification sound, okay? Or you download and save it to media folder. That's how you're gonna have it just in your media folder. Now, if you don't get the paid version, every time you preview 2 or 3 sounds, look at it. You see the Google popped up? You see it's the color of the app. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Every time you download 2 or 3 notification sounds, you're gonna get a fresh ad, and it's one of those ads, okay, where you gotta watch the whole fucking ad, yo. It's too much, yo. It's too much. And once you start using Zedge, you're gonna want to play with a whole bunch of sounds, no ads.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll do perfect. I'll set that as my notification sound. Now the other one was this one right here. Hold up. Just put FAAA, right? That's if you want to get. All right, let's see. Okay. No. I like this one, right? So I go ahead and set that as a notification. Now, quick side note, I had that set up the other day when I was in the beauty salon, and every time my phone rang, it kept scaring my hairdresser. She's like, damn. All right, anyway. So that's the cool stuff. All right, do I have any more cool stuff? Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the cool stuff. Now, speaking of cool stuff, let's talk about another thing that this phone does well, and then we'll get back to the regular review, AI. Okay, now you got a lot of AI on this phone, and the AI is actually fun, and you got to use it. But let me show you how I use it the most. First of all, let's see. Okay, let's scroll. Let's get a nice photo of something. Okay, let's see. Okay, what is this? ROG. Of course, you got the Google Circle to search. Okay, let's see. What is that? ROG Kithra. Okay, it is $539. God damn. Okay, Google Circle to search. But let me show you something. You got the Creative Studio, right? Now, from the Creative Studio, you can make your own stickers. Now, look, I made a few stickers. Look,
We do indeed have a Creative Studio.
Bro, I need you to calm down, bro. Calm down, Brody. Look, I made my own stickers. This is just from a photo of me at dinner, and I turned it into a sticker. Okay, this is another one. Made little stickers, because this one didn't come out that great, but they did be dirty. It is cool. The Generator Studio is fun. But let me show you something that kind of blew me away. Watch this. This kind of blew me away. Now, you notice every time I open up my gallery, you see, it automatically turns on my privacy display. Bro, that is sick. How could you not like that? Oh, let me show you how to do that. All you got to do is go to your privacy display and go to conditions. You see conditions for turning on? So every time I put in a pattern or a pin, every app, I got Cash App, Instagram, PayPal, gallery, okay, notifications. Every time I get a notification, that's how you do it. But let me show you something else. All right, so I'm going to go to gallery. Let me turn this off real quick. Watch this. This is gonna blow. This is gonna blow. This is gonna blow y'all away. This is gonna blow y'all away. Hold up. I gotta. All right. Watch this. Hold up. I'm gonna just edit this part real quick. Cause you need to see this though. You need to see this. This is gonna blow you away. All right. Watch this. Watch this. All right. Look at this. You see this photo right here? Look. You see my notification came in? It came in privacy mode. Yo, you see this photo right here, right now? This is me at dinner. This is what I actually had on. I had on a blue shirt. Come on, bro. I had on a blue shirt and a blue hat. Now look at this. This is the next day, and then this is the next day. But guess what? This is all the same photo. This is all the same photo. How dope is that? Watch this. Now all I got to do is go to the AI, right? And we're going to go to create. Make the hat and shirt yellow. Right? And we hit generate. Watch this. The suspense. Bro, how sick is that? I'm gonna save a copy. Look at that. Yo, bro, this is so dope. This is so dope. And this is how, like, I decide, like, all right, because I was thinking about wearing a yellow fit, you know, all right, let me see how this fit is gonna look in different colors. Now, meanwhile, this is one photo, but it looks like this is me on 4 different nights. Bro, come on. How much fun is that? How dope is that? And it looks real. It looks real. It actually looks real. This is so insane, man. This is just this. Now, I'm thinking about copping this yellow fit because it does kind of look dope. The yellow and yellow. I might have to cop that. That is dope. Let's try one more. Let's see. I said we hit generate. Let's try a different color. Let's see. Maybe purple. Let's do make the hat and shirt. Let's do purple. Okay, and let's see, because I don't really wear purple like that, but let's see how this looks. I might have to cop a purple fit. Let's see how this looks. Bro, this is just way too much fun, man. You know, that's part of the thing about Galaxy A. Oh, okay, they made the hat purple. Okay, see, it's not going to work perfectly every time. I got the purple hat, but it didn't do the shirt. It didn't do the shirt. Let's see, let's try, hit more. Usually it gets it on the first try, but let's see. Let's see what they do on this one. Okay, there it is. You see? There it is. Save the copy. Bong. Now, I don't really rock purple like that, but I might be able to pull this off. Yo, this is dope. This is dope. All right, all one photo. So we got purple, yellow, red, and black. All from the original photo. This was the original photo. This is sick. All right, anyway. So that's some of the cool stuff you could do using the Galaxy AI. All right, so let's get back to the review. Next, let's talk about the web browsing speeds. Now, this is one of the things that I said about having an upgraded processor. Not only does it make all of your apps run better and run faster, but you're getting a super fast processing speed. Go to apple.com. Come on, man. Look, lightning fast. Okay, this is lightning fast. Not to mention, okay, you could do stuff like this. So we'll do open up in a pop-up. Then we'll go ahead and minimize that. Bong. Let's see. We'll go to generate, pop-up, minimize, bong. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? We could do Google. Or let's see. What else we got open in the background? Let's see. Okay. Instagram. Open up a pop-up. You see how it automatically went to privacy from Instagram. Minimize that and privacy off. Bro, that's sick. Now, I got all of these apps running in the background. I can just open up one, open up Instagram into privacy, and then open up Creative Studio. All right, so look at that. Now, of course, we could do something like some split screen multitasking. Okay. And look, you see when I opened up Instagram, it automatically put my split screen into privacy. I know it seems like I'm making a big deal about that, but you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, hold on. Let's see what John, my man John, talking about. Samsung discontinued the Galaxy Z trifold. Oh, it's discontinued already? Now look, you see, I can easily just turn the privacy off if nobody's around and go back to Instagram. Oh, they discontinued the Z trifold already? What? Oh man, are you kidding me? Yo, they discontinued? Hold up, man. Let me tell y'all something. I was going to save this for the end of the video, but let me tell you something, man. Oh, you might need to go out and cop one of these right now. The Z trifold, they discontinued it already? This right here. This is, I was going to rank my favorite Samsung phones at the end of the video. This right here. You better go out and get one of these, even though, this is, since they discontinued it. Let's see, can you still buy it? Samsung website said trifold is sold out, but customers still able to buy the device for Samsung stores for $28.99. I would still get it, man. I would still get it because who cares about updates? It's a fucking trifold. But anyway, okay. So anyway, back to the web browsing speeds. Now, if you go to, let's say I go to Google, right? Let's exit out of all of these, right? Here's something else I do. Okay, so we got a website right here. Now, usually you got to read all of this stuff and you got to look ads popping up and all that. I don't want to do all of that. So we're just going to go to summarize and get a quick web summary. Bang. So now I don't got to see all of those bullshit ads, all of the pop-ups. I got a nice little summarize right here. Okay, so I like that little feature right here. And if you notice, now you could translate and read highlights aloud.
Huawei Enjoy 90 series China launch confirmed for March 23rd. Bibum Gadgets.
Okay. I can read all that stuff out loud. Let me turn my music up.
Huawei is gearing up to launch its new Enjoy 90 series smartphones in China on March
Look at that.
23rd, featuring the Enjoy 90
Now I can put the phone down
Enjoy 90
and still
Pro
listen to the
Max.
website while I'm doing something else.
The Enjoy 90 Pro Max
That is
will
sick.
start a flagship
All right, we'll close all of that. Okay, so excellent web browsing speeds with your Galaxy S26 Ultra. All right, I forgot to mention one more thing. Now, people have been asking me about the live wallpapers. You see, now it's hard to see right now because I got the YouTube music player, but you see I got the fish on this one. On this one, we got the airplane landing. Okay, now you don't have to have a YouTube music player. I like to have that because I just want to hit one button and get to my music. All right, let's get some volume on this. What song we got? Let's see. Hold up. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. I like to be able to have my one button right there. But let me show you how to get these wallpapers. The best way to get the wallpapers is you go like this. You pinch in, go to wallpapers and style. You go to change wallpapers, right? Then when you scroll down, you go to Galaxy themes, right? From Galaxy themes. And you go like this. All right, now these are my Galaxy theme ones that I got. Okay, so I got the fish tank. I got the Vegas. You see the actual fountains in the background? Bellagio fountains. Okay, you got that one. I got the, of course, New York City, the skyline. I got a cat. This is the actual video. See the cat right there, just chilling. Right? Let me see what else I got. I got the race car driving through the streets. Okay. Like that. But let me show you how to get those, right? So you go to wallpapers from Galaxy themes, right? Matter of fact, you go like this. Go to settings. Go to themes. Right? Now you're going to go to wallpapers, right? Click on wallpapers. Now, if you want the dope ones that you're going to see right here, here's the best thing to do. Go to top, right? And you're going to see all of these, but go to top paid. Because a lot of the ones that's free, they run wonky. And the good thing is, it gives you a little preview so you can see what it's going to look like. You see that's the water right there. Go to top paid. Top paid is going to give you the best selection, and you get to download these, I think, about 6 times. So you see like ones that I already bought. You see, I already purchased this one. So I click download. Oh, look, no, download 10 times, okay? You can't download an item more than 10 times. So that's how many times I downloaded this, 10 times. Okay, a little network error, okay. Let me see right now, does anything catch my eye? You got some videos like this, and I always just click on play just to see what they're going to look like before I buy them, you know what I'm saying? And then the best thing to do is one day just sit around and just go to all of the ones that say video, okay, and try. It's going to be 1,000 different ones to try. And most of them is like $1 or $2. You know, look at this. Okay, lucky, some St. Patrick's Day type shit. But, you know, they got something saying, do I see anything right now? Nothing really catching my eye. Oh, the Miami joint. Yeah, but the best thing to do is just go ahead and play with them and then see. Now, and again, once you buy them, you got them for 10 times. All right, so that's the end of the cool shit. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful display. And keep in mind, you got the anti-reflective coating. Watch this. Look at that. Excellent viewing angles. Nice and bright. Basically bezel-less. Little cutout for your front-facing camera. Look at that. This is how it's going to look when you're watching your videos. Just like that. And again, the anti-reflective coating is so clutch. When you're out in the sunlight, you can still see everything. Look at that. Look at the viewing angles. Look at the viewing angles. But watch this. Now you see those viewing angles? Let's turn on the privacy display. Okay. Now watch the viewing angles. Look how the viewing angles disappeared. Look at that. How sick is that? So now when you're on your flight and you're watching your video and that person's right over your shoulder, they can't see nothing. This all they're gonna see is this. Look at that. They don't see nothing. And you see everything. Now, let me turn this down a little. One thing is when you use the privacy display, yeah, it is gonna be a little bit darker. But hey, this is what I meant. It's gonna be a little bit darker, but the point is you could turn it on and off. This is how I got into that big argument. Somebody was like, oh, well, when you use a privacy display, what good is that? The picture, look how the picture quality looks washed out. That's the whole point. The whole point is that you could turn it on and off. Now, when nobody's over my shoulder, look at that. You could be sitting right next to me and you see everything. And look how bright and beautiful. Again, don't get into this whole 8-bit, 10-bit shit. The picture quality looks excellent. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's try out the dual stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test. Time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth. Time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? Goddammit.
The speakers sound super loud. Excellent clarity. Excellent bass.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound?
Look, I'm gonna cover up the bottom. This is just the top. You can hear the bass. Nice filling sound.
That's the sound, baby. That's a sound test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rebier. The speakers, all right? The speakers on the Galaxy S26 Ultra are amazing. Excellent speakers. All right, so now let's try a little gaming. We got Asphalt Unite. Y'all hear those speakers? All right, let's get it. Hold up, watch this. We back in the red beam. Let's get it. Oh, I need, oh! Okay, pardon me. Oh, he's upside down. All right, y'all see me? Y'all see me? Oh, my guy in the Nissan, let's go. Hold on, I need that ramp. Y'all see this? Watch the landing. Woo! Let me get that ramp. Oh, he tried to get me. Hold up. I can still peel this off. I can still pull this off. Pardon me, sir. I need that. Oh, I got one. Let's get it. All right, look, here it is. Okay. Let me turn this down. First place as usual. I know I'm corny. Anyway, gaming on your Galaxy S26 Ultra. Remember, you got the Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5, so you're not going to have any issues. All right, so now let's talk about the camera. Now, again, the camera is pretty good. It's just a little bit behind Xiaomi, Vivo, Oppo, but the camera is solid. But speaking of camera, you got one of the most unique features I've seen yet. Watch this. You got horizon lock with the video. Now, when you're shooting a video, okay, you turn on super steady, right? Right there, bong. You see super steady with horizon lock. Now watch this. As I'm recording, I can turn the phone upside down. See, I got super shaky hands. Okay, this is me recording side to side, super shaky hands. And watch this. We hit stop. Let's hit play in the video. And look at the video. Y'all remember I was turning the phone upside down. Look, the phone side to side. And it's still steady. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you notice, it automatically turned on my privacy display. So I'll turn that off real quick. Let's go to privacy display. Hold up. My bad. Privacy display. I'm going to turn that off. Oh, I gotta go back to the video first. All right, we go to the video. Let me turn that privacy display off. And watch this. Okay? Look at that video again. You see me turn the phone sideways. And it's still completely perfectly straight. Watch, I'll do it one more time. All right, so from video, we got a horizon lock. I'm going to hit record. So say I'm recording like this. I can turn the phone all the way like this. You see, I'm all the way up like this, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Now watch this. We hit stop. I'm going to hit play. Let me turn off my privacy display. Hold up. I don't like nobody looking at my videos. You know what I'm saying? Scumbags. Scumbag stats. Watch this. Look at the video. You see the video? Perfectly straight. Look at that. Perfectly straight. You see, and I had the phone like this. I'm going like this, and it locks the horizon. Bro, that is sick. Okay, that is sick right there. But not to mention, check this out. I know somebody's going to say, well, does it pass the zoom test? Let me show you the zoom test. Now, I took a whole bunch of shots. The zoom test, I like to stand all the way down the block from this school. I'm trying to zoom in. You see on that little sign right there? You can't even see it. I'm all the way down the block, right? Then I zoom in some more and look at the sign. Look at the sign. Crystal clear. Now, I took a whole bunch of different ones just to make sure. Look at the sign again. You can easily read that sign. So that means this is passing my zoom test with flying colors. Look at that. You can even see this dude's face right here. Look at that. You can even see dude's face. And I'm all the way down the block. This is how far I am from that school. Then I zoomed in. There's the sign. There's some more. You got a dude right there. There's the sign again. Look at this. Perfect shot. So yes, this passes the zoom test with flying colors. But I want y'all to take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Now here's another one of my favorite features, Samsung DeX. Now you got Samsung DeX and wireless DeX. And here's how it works. You see, you click on wireless DeX, and you're gonna wait till a TV pops up. Now I'm down in my basement. Let's see if my TV will pop up from down here. Probably not. But I'll show you how I use it upstairs in my living room. Check this out. Basically, what you're gonna do is you can use your phone separately. So it's like having a separate phone and a laptop together. Watch this. Oh, look, you see my TV popped up right there. But let me show you how I use it in the living room. All right, now let me show you how I use Samsung DeX. Now I'm gonna wirelessly connect to my TV and use the phone as a laptop, and I'll still be able to use the phone. So we're gonna scroll down. Let's turn on Samsung DeX. Hit start. Let it connect. And there it is. Now watch this. From the phone, I'm gonna use my phone as a trackpad. So now you see, scrolling around. Let's go to Samsung Internet. Just like that. Now here's some of the different tabs I had open. Say I wanna watch Apple TV. I can take it over to Apple TV and watch a movie, but from the phone, I can exit out and take it over to Instagram and start scrolling on Instagram, doing my thing. At any moment, I can go back, use the phone as a trackpad. Let's see what's going on with OnePlus. Full website, completely wireless. Let's take it over to Amazon, do a little shopping. Now I can be shopping on the big screen, using the phone as a trackpad. I can watch a movie. And like I said, I can exit out and still completely use my phone. This is a major go. Now keep in mind, if you're using a Samsung phone, that means you're part of the Samsung ecosystem. And Samsung has the best ecosystem. You see when you scroll down to all your quick toggles, you see multi-control, link to Windows. Take a look at my Galaxy Book video right here. And let me show you how I use multi-control. Multi-control is so sick. You got to take a look at this video, though. Now, let's talk about battery. Now, remember at the beginning of the video, the battery was on, 75%? Now we're on 55%. And this one is on 89. Now, I haven't even been using this one. This one right here. With max brightness, all of my notifications and animations, the battery is going to go quick. But keep in mind, you don't have to use max brightness. You don't need all these fancy animations and notifications and all of the pop-ups and all that. You don't need that. But if you use that, the battery will go kind of fast. So that brings me to one of my gripes. Like I said, 5,000 milliamps, that ain't enough. This should be a 10,000 milliamp battery. But it will get you through a full day if you monitor your battery. Not to mention, you can always just go to battery saving mode. All right, let me just show you something real quick. We'll go to settings. If you want to, you go to battery. Okay, and then you can turn on power saving. Okay, you got your battery protection, you got your charge settings, you got reverse wireless charge. Now me, I never use battery saving because I always walk around with something like this, little battery charger. Okay, leave everything on max brightness and enjoy your phone. All right, so now let's do the RDA test, regular daily activities. Now you just dropped $1,300 on a brand new phone. Let's see how it works in the real world. First, let's check the battery charging animation. So you plug that in. Now, keep in mind, this is a different animation. This is from the app. Remember I told y'all, dynamic notch? Okay, you can get a little cool animations like that. You get one like this. I think I got a different one set up on this. Let's see. Now, I like this one because you see, it shows the level. Now, in fact, let me grab a different charger so you can see them side by side. Watch this. You see, it shows the actual level of charging. All right, now that's the stock animation, but I'll show you the dynamic notch animation. Okay, you see how this one is almost full and this one is lower? Okay, that is pretty dope. So it's gonna be fully red when it's fully charged up. Not to mention, on the top, you get this little, you see the footsteps? Okay, that one has the footsteps, and this one has the guy running. It shows your battery percentage right there. Okay, so this one is at 55, and you see halfway, and this one is at 89. Okay, but I just like how when I plug it in, I just see how much red is, and I already know it's almost at the top. Okay, that's the dynamic notch app right there. That's one of the settings. Okay, now let's see. You also got wireless charge. Let's just make sure that works. Okay. Okay. Let me make sure this is plugged in. Oh, let me plug in a wireless charger real quick. Let's see. I got one. We just want to make sure that everything works. So plug in a wireless charger. Throw a case on. Make sure the wireless charge works. Bang. Okay. And there's your wireless charge animation. So if you got a little desktop charger, it's going to look like that. So what I like to do, I like to shit shower and shave charge my phone. So at night, I don't charge it up. When I wake up in the morning, I grab my 100-watt fast charger and I plug this in, even though you're only going to get 60 watts. All right, there it is. Bang. Okay. Now, wake up in the morning, grab the phone, just look at it. You see the face unlock? Bang. Yo, the face unlock is back. Look at that. Okay, this is one of my favorite cases too. I'll show you a few more cases at the very end of the video. And of course, you got the excellent fingerprint sensor. Bang. Now, the first thing I like to do, let's go ahead and check the weather. Okay. Also, remember when I did the unboxing and I couldn't get the, y'all like this weather background? If you want to get the weather background, you're going to go to transparent weather. Okay, transparent weather. Hit the menu and hit set wallpaper. Remember when I was doing the unboxing? Because I haven't done this so long, I was going like this, right? In the unboxing, I was going to wallpapers and style, change wallpapers, okay? And then if you notice, there's no more 3 dots. No more 3 dots. So now you can just use the app and set it like that. So we're going to set it for the home screen. Bang, that's transparent weather. So that's going to give you that. You see the sun is shining right there? It's going to be animated wallpapers. That's pretty dope. All right, so let's check the weather. 37 degrees. Okay, real nice. Thursday. Okay, looks nice for the rest of the week. Bang. Next, we're going to go over to Google. Okay, let's see what's going down on Google. So we get a little refresh. Okay, bang. Little refresh right there. Now, of course, with me, I like to whip out my S Pen. The Top Gun. Now, check this out. From the S Pen, you do got a few features that you can use. You can use the AI Select. So if I want to see who's this, okay, I can Google that. I could go to Photo Assist. Okay, I can share it, set it as a wallpaper, go crazy, right? But what I like to do, I click on my little white shoes. I can screen write. Who's this? Who this? Make a little note. Who that? Put a little arrow right there. I know what that is, but if I wanted to save that, bang, just like that. Okay, you see I got a little screenshot icon on the top, and there's my screenshot. Okay, again, dynamic notch. Next, click on my little white shoes theme right there. Hold up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, this is one I like to use a lot. The magnifier. The magnifier. And this is why this is important, because when you click on certain websites, you see you got to read the little small words. You see? Magnify it. And this is perfect for when you're reading a website. Let me click on this actual website. Hold on. Click on this. Let's see. Click on the actual website. Oh, no. Something with some words. All right. So say I'm clicking on this, right? And then, you know, at the end, you got to read the fine print. Use the magnifier to read the fine print. All right. How dope is that? Now, you can also use, I'll exit out of that. You got a translator. You got the Creative Studio. We kind of went through that. You could do notes. Let me show you that real quick. Okay, now, matter of fact, I'm going to take off my case for this part. Ah! All right. Now, look at that. You see eBay? You see how the eBay app came in? The words are yellow now? Bro, I love this app. Now, watch this. Take out my pen. Right? Now, I can write with the screen off. I'll do that again. All right. I can do some call Mike. Call Mike 337 4283, like that. We're gonna hit save, bang, and it's in the notes. Now when I put my S Pen back in, okay, now I'll just go to, we'll exit out of this. I could go to notes, and you see, there's my note, call Mike. So I got all of my notes on deck. Now let's exit out of those, bang. All right, so that's how I go to notes and see all of my different notes for over the years. Look at, and you know what's crazy? This is from 2017. Look, we've been calling Dave. Look, we've been calling Mike since 2017, bro. I don't remember what galaxy that is, but these are all my notes, and they synced since 2017. That's how that's crazy, right? That's pretty dope. All right, next for the S Pen. All right, let's see. Here's another fun S Pen app, Pen Up. Now, when you're using Pen Up, watch this. Let me find a good one. Like say like this guy right here, right? I'm gonna start coloring. Now I got it set up where I can't color outside of the lines. So I want to give this guy some yellow here, right? Look at that. You see? I can't go past the line. Like you see? Stay in his head. Now if I want to give him a blue face, you see? I can't go outside of the face. Look at that. Now say I want to give him a red shirt. All I got to do is go like this. Now this is perfect for me because I'm not a good drawer and I don't got steady hands. But I still want to make it look nice. Look at that. Now I'm going to give him some green hands. Look at that. Bong, just like that. We'll do the other side. Okay. Look at that. And we'll give him a purple cup that he's drinking out of. You see, I can't make a mistake. Look at that. And for the blanket, we'll give him let's give him something like a green color right here. Green blanket. Oh, of course I clicked purple. All right, but look at that. I can't make a mistake. I can't accidentally cover over his face. I can only cover the section I did. And look at that. So now, look at it. Now I got a perfect picture right here. So this, of course, the notification, but you see, now I got a perfect photo. How dope is that? Now, trying to do that without going outside the lines, you have to be, it'll take forever. But now with Pen Up, I'll be able to play around with this. I'll go ahead and save that, because I'll make that into a meme. But you see, like something like this, imagine trying to color all those little intricate details. No, it will be hard to do that. So you want to make sure that you set it to where you can't color outside of the lines. Okay? And that's under settings. Okay, you see? Boom. All right, so that's Pen Up. And they got a bunch of different drawings that people did and ones that, you got live drawings, a lot of stuff. All right, so that's Pen Up. Exit out of that. Is there anything else we need to see with that? Let's see. I got a calendar, and you can add more. You can add more shortcuts to your pen, or you could delete some. All right, but I like to leave mine like this. All right, so now for calendar, if I want to, I could draw on a date. Get cat food. Get food. Bong, just like that. Hit save. Boom. All right, so that's a lot of S Pen stuff. I just wish it had the Bluetooth S Pen where I can use it to control my music and also use it for when I'm taking the photos. I remember back in the days, you flip your camera like this. That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. All right, anyway, and not to mention, now you got to remember, put the S Pen in the correct way. Put it with the button facing up. When you put it facing up, now it's flush. All right, so next, we back at Google. So now let's see. Okay, so we got the Ray Neo Air Pro 4s. I already did those. Gemini updates. Okay. I'll do that later. Okay. Xiaomi 18 already. Let's see. Can we summarize this? Okay. Summarize the web page and bang. Just like that. Xiaomi 18 already. There it is. And I can have it read it out loud if I want. Copy it or send it. Okay. So that's cool. Y'all already know. Y'all already seen the circle of search. Let's go back. All right. This is the 17 Pro. Xiaomi 17 Pro. Yep, see, there's the 17 Pro. I'm mad they didn't come out with the global version. 17 Pro. There it is. All right, exit out of that. Next, let's do a little work. So now again, this is Android 16, so we got all of the Android 16 widgets. Okay, so do a little work. So I go to Gmail. Let's go. Let's see, Samsung. Okay. Okay, let's do a little shopping, you know. Let me get one of those. Let me get that. Bong. Hit send. Next, I like to take my Gmails, open up in a pop-up, and then minimize it. So I can come back to my Gmail at any moment. Exit out. Next, let's go over to Facebook. All right, let's see what's going on Facebook. All right. My boy Craig right here, my boy Craig. Somebody just showed him how to use AI. You know what I'm saying? All right, now look. I got these glasses in the house, the Inmo Airs. I'm thinking about reviewing them, but if I review them, I'm going to have to cook these. I'm going to have to cook these because I don't really like them. I don't really like them, and I don't got no beef with the company. I hate to shit on them, but I might have to. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see that video, but I don't know how I feel about these. And I already lost the ring part. I don't know how I feel about these. All right, look at your cousin right here. You got your cousin right here. This goofy ass, yeah. Love this dude. Love this goofy ass. All right, let's see. Got some at-home workouts. All right, I can't escape this dude, though. Yeah, that's what you get for clicking on one of his videos. Then you can't escape him. Look at this, the cheese grater case, cheese grater case from Chubby Cable. Chubby Cable makes some nice products. I gotta give him credit on that. Oh, look at this. China reveals insect-sized drones. Yo, bro, hold up, man. Yo, hold up. Yo, hold up, yo. Yo. Micro-sized drone? Yo, nah, man. Yo, China ain't effing around, bro. China is not effing around. All right, so we'll exit out of that. You see how the Google circle search works? My homegirl Monica right here, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Oh, look at this case. This case looks dope. Retro case. Okay, now, you see, now you can use your palm swipe for the screenshot. Okay, and I got my little screenshot icon on the top. Bong. Okay, there's eBay. Screenshot. Close those up. All right. Or if you want to, you could just, you know, you don't have to use the screenshot button. Illumu, I'm going to get one of those Illumu cases. You could do the AI select and just go like this. Bong. Okay. I'm going to get and save those. You can save it like that. Okay, that's pretty dope. Anything else we need to see here? All right. Now, of course, when you're doing some internet scrolling, you know, why not use the S Pen for internet scrolls? Okay, let's go back to Facebook. Okay, one of my fellow old school EMTs, you know what I'm saying? Mac rumors, let's see. Samsung discontinued the Galaxy Z trifold. Oh, what a heartbreak. What a heartbreak. What kind of basketball going on here? What kind of basketball going on here? Hand me show basketball. Right? Yeah, look at this. Sup case. Now, y'all seen me review this in my unboxing. Woo, the sup case. Fire. Okay, Ice Spice right here, you know what I mean? And again, at any moment, come back to my Gmails. Okay, boom. Full screen. Back to the Gmails. Exit out of that. Bon, let's go back to Facebook. Okay. Let's see. Arc. The Arc case. I don't like these, though. I'm not really big on those. They're a little overpriced. Okay. All right. Red bone right here. Back in the days, we call it a red bone. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to see? Alicia Keys. All right. Out here looking glorious. All right, let's see. Pataka. Got those. All right. Look, Chadwick there in spirit. Now, again, if you want to, you can leave the S Pen on the table. You'll know your S Pen ain't there because you got your little S Pen icon right there. Okay? But sometimes I like to leave it on the table or just drop it back in. Okay? All right, so here's how your Facebook is going to look. Look at this shit right here. All right, cool. Oh, the red Tims. I do the AI select. Make sure I get the red Tims. All right, make sure I got and save those in the gallery. All right. Bomb, that's Facebook. All right, let's exit out of that. Next, let's take it over to X. Okay, X marks the spot. Now, hold up. Let me log in. Okay. let's take it over to the mentions. Okay, and let's see what's going down on X. All right, let's see. Somebody hit. It's got to be the Sony. Let's see.
Fucking Sony.
Sony. Fucking Sony.
Fucking Sony.
All right.
Sony.
Kind of like that. Let's see.
Sony. Fucking Sony.
Yeah, look, I know everybody's going to be tweeting me about the discontinued Galaxy Z trifold. Hey, I got mine. You better get yours, bro. You better go get yours. Let's see. Samsung messed up by not making these multi-point. Let's see. Need to get multiple phones, especially the Galaxy. What is he talking about? Let's see. Oh, yeah. No multi-point on the Galaxy Buds. Yeah, they did. I got to agree with you on that, bro. I got to agree with you on that. All right, Thinborn. I already know Thinborn. Look, they just got the Z trifold. Yo, Thinborn, man. We need a Z trifold case with MagSafe. Thinborn, talking to you. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to see here? Let's see. I'm stoked that you're on. Oh, yeah, look, on the Vision Pro train. I've been rocking the M2 since May 24. Yeah, man, the Apple Vision Pro is such a game changer, man. I'm getting ready to go on vacation next week, so I'm going to do that video because I want to take them with me on vacation, and I'm going to really show you how to rock them. But I love the Apple Vision Pro, or AVP as we calling them. Let's see. I need some advice. I have a Z Fold 5. It's not too much to pay off now. Should I upgrade to the 7? Hell yeah. If you got a Z Fold 5, you need the Z Fold 7, bro. That's a different phone. That's 2 different phones, bro. Trust me. Okay, let's see. If you like tech, Flossy calls a great follow. Oh, appreciate that. Let's see. Me too. Somebody said, yeah, me too. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah. A lot of y'all waiting for the Vision Pro, no doubt. Let's see. Am I reviewing the Oppo Find N6? Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and lock that one in. Bang. Oppo Find N6. Okay, somebody got them. They got them on sale already? Hold up. They on sale already? Let's see, when's the shipping on this? See, March 24th to March 25th? That's not bad. Okay, let me go ahead and save that. I might have to cop this. 2,100. All right, I got to check Giztop first, and we'll see. All right, well, anyway, so this is how your X is going to look. I'd actually like to see the Apple Vision Pro. I got you, bro. I got you. Smells like savings. That got to be iPhone. Yeah, of course, banana head iPhones. Let's see, kind of like Charge. Oh, okay, what is this, on Amazon? You see how fast this is, though? Okay, kind of like Charge. Oh, what is this? That's kind of dope, though. What is this, apps on it? The Cyber Action D3. All right, let me go ahead and add that to the cart. We'll come back to that one. Okay, you see my cart. Let's see what I got on my Amazon cart. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in my Amazon cart. I got this Apple Vision Pro stand. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway, let's exit out of that. And of course, as you can see, all these apps running in the background. This phone is a powerhouse. All right, next, let's go to TikTok. All right, now for TikTok, look at Amaya. Amaya be outside living it up, doing it up. Now look at me, y'all. I actually started posting again on TikTok. All right, so anybody want to follow me on TikTok? I don't really got too many followers, but I'll be posting some cool shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Look at me looking all, looking all sus. But anyway, let's see what's gonna look. Yeah, Amaya. Look at this cat. Yep. Yeah, the cat like, what? Yo, that cat said, nah, bro. Fuck out of here with them vegetables. Nah, bro. Okay, so we got Uber Eats stuff. Let's see, my man, what up, Flossy? My man, Charismatic. What up, baby? Charismatic. All right, let's see. Yeah, this got to be AI, because ain't no damn way. Oh, whoa. Damn, yeah. Damn, that I thought it was AI, but that hit look kind of real. I don't know. You never know nowadays, yeah. Okay, trendy phone cases. Oh, look at this couch. Now, that's my kind of couch right there. Built-in refrigerators. Got a little snack stand, yeah. Okay. My fat ass. Ooh! Hold up. Oh, they doing galaxies now? You see? This is the kind of color I would like to see from Samsung. Look at that. Now, that is sick. Okay, look, got a Google photo right there. Clear that. Oh, that color right there is hard, yo. Damn, they be charging a lot for those though. Okay, a little iPhone camera stand. Ooh. I gotta send that to Amaya. I'll send that to Amaya because she's gonna want that. All right. More built-in refrigerator stuff, you know. How to get 1,000 followers fast on TikTok. Okay. 5-bedroom of Jamaica. Oh, 2,300. That ain't bad. That ain't a bad price, yo. Let me get it. Let me lock that down, yo. You see how my notifications? You can't see it. Come on, bro. That ain't bad. 2,300 though. Probably across the street from the projects though. Okay, they about to. Okay, little jail fights. I like to see a good jail fight. Put the knife down and squabble up. That's what you gotta do. Put the knife down and squabble up, yo. S26 versus iPhone 17 Pro Max. Come on, I think we all know the winner there. Oh, look at that. What's that, butter? Oh, mashed potatoes? I don't be eating none of this shit no more, yo. I don't be eating none of this shit. The Ninja Crispy. About to get one of those. Oh, look at that. I told my girl she got to get one of these, man. Because she got the ultimate loft. She need to get one of these up in the loft, yo. Mini Jumbotron. As a matter of fact, let me get and share that. Hold up. I'm going to send that to her real quick, yo. Now, she need one of those, yo. What is that? Turn the bubbles? Whatever happened to Tyrone, yo? remember, I'm Tyrone. Hold up.
I'm Tyrone.
whatever happened to Tyrone, yo? I haven't seen him in a while, yo. Okay, anyway, so here's how your TikTok is gonna look. Yo, shout out to Flow Lab, yo. Oh, they make the best anti-reflective screen protector. Yes, sir. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. Oh, look at this. Little triple screen setup right here. Oh, okay. Not bad. All right, exit out of that. Next, if you go over to YouTube and you want to watch a video, okay, say I want to watch, let's go to one of my videos. Let's see, continue watching, why not? Watch a video, get some sound, okay, full screen, exit out, got picture in picture. Now look, let me show you what I was talking about. Let me exit out. You see how my Instagram messages come up pink? Like, this is what I love about this app. The messages come up the color of the notification. Now, let me see. Did I clear these already? Let me see. Yeah, you see, look, Gmail, Instagram is pink. Gmail, green. I could change that color if you want, but I just chose green. eBay, orange. My Nest, blue. You see that? How dope is that? Okay. Anyway. I know, it's dope. Okay, and you can just hit clear all. And you get that little bloop sound. Now, on this one, you see I got the notch. I make the notch stay for like 5 seconds, and then I have a little color around it. This one, no color. All right, next, let's go over to Instagram. Now, look, you see, as soon as I turn on Instagram, look at that. You see, privacy display, off. As soon as I open up Instagram, now I'm going to exit out of it. Let's try that again. Open up Instagram. This way, you don't even know if it was a family show moment. You wouldn't even know. That is so dope. And I could just turn that off if nobody's around. Turn it off and rock my Instagram like this. But I would love a button to send it into privacy mode. 1090 Jake, he calling out for all fades. 1090 Jake, he wants all fades. All right, here we go. Now, this is what you need the privacy display for. Hold up. This is what you need the privacy display. Turn it on. You see, when you're watching Instagram like this, the person next to you don't even know what's going on. But in the meantime, here we go. Look at this. In the meantime, here we go. All right, this is why you need the privacy display, fellas. This is why, yo. All right, let me exit out of that. You see? Now I turn my privacy display off because I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? But if you're on the flight, you don't want to look like a little scumbag, yo. All right, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's see. Jay-Z announced a headline for a Roots picnic. Okay. I'll rock with a Jay-Z concert. Let's see. Look at the current TSA lines, yo. Yo, this government shutdown shit is trash, man. And I'm getting ready to fly next week, man. I do not want to see this shit right here. This is at LaGuardia. Bro, you see that TSA line, yo? Come on, man. Come on. I blame Mom Dami, man. This is Mom Dami's fault, yo. Mayor Mom Dami. Here we go, Calvin. Pinch the zoom. Calvin. Here we go. All All right, let's see. My man Papa J. Y'all remember Papa J? Look at Papa J all grown up now, yo. Yeah, you know, this is how you know you getting old. Y'all remember Papa J? He made the Love Letter song for me a long time ago, years ago. Papa J all grown up. Look at the news. You see the news comes in red? Bro, animations, man. Why have a phone like this that's this powerful if you're not going to use animations and all of the fancy stuff? Try not to be a dick. That's what Buddha says, okay? Yo, they spend a lot of money on advertising. I will say that. They spend a lot of money on advertising. My man Brandon Carter right here. All right. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to become a life coach myself, yo, because you know what I'm saying? I'll be giving out some great advice here. All right, Hoodville. Shout out to Hoodville. Yeah, Mom Dami. I'll blame Mom Dami. Let's see. New York reducing speed limit outside schools to 15. Yo, I'm fucking tired of this Mom Dami, yo. Who voted for this asswipe, yeah? I'm tired of this motherfucker, yeah? This motherfucker just got me in the high voice. Just came to New York City fucking shit up, yeah? Fucking Mom Dami, man. Fuck, yeah. Let me see what the comments. Let's see if anybody cooking him. Yeah, look, man, you wildin'. Yeah. This guy reducing everything but tax. Yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking Mom Dami, man. What the fuck is going on? Hurry up. Calvin, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. All right. My man Black Rambo. Y'all remember me and Black Rambo's video? All right, this is a solid dude right here, man. Shout out to Black Rambo, man. It's one of my guys here. All right, let's see. All right, anyway, this is how your Instagram is going to look. All right, all right, who this? All right, let's see, Isaiah Thomas. Yo, shout out to Ari. Ari be copping all the dope interviews. All right, Future. Future, this is a good meme right here. Who seen the new Leo meme, yo? Okay, and you know it's about to go down right there. All right, look at it. TSA lines in 3 hours? What? 3 hours, yo? Let's see. All right, see now stuff like this, I gotta save that because I need to come through with that. All right, anyway, here's how your Instagram is gonna look. Let's see. Iran leader. Now I try to stay away from the war stuff, yo, because you know, anybody got time for that shit. Fire in Midtown. TK's release date. Oh, they moved his release date up to 2099. Oh, bro, be home soon. No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing, but let's see. United Pilot calls police after passenger bullies flight attendants. Yo, y'all gonna leave them flight attendants alone. Y'all gonna be on the no-fly list. Yo, fucking around. Look, there's the new Leo meme, yo. Look, me after giving advice, but it fails. Yo, Leo, man, the meme goat right there. Yo, let's see. Did they get any more? Let's see. When your joke ruins everything, but you knew it was fire. Okay, all right. Let's see, when I have 4 cups already, but someone has a coffee. You know, a bunch of memes. Yeah. I'll save that and come back to that later. Yeah. All right. Benny out here telling on folks. All right, go ahead and go tell on some folks. Woo! Look at that. Ice. That's what I like to see. All right, anyway. Let's see. Anyway, so this how, let's see. Atlanta cancels 250 fights. Hammies up. Let's see. Rick Ross shows off his private jet. You know, it is what it is. It's Back to the Future. Oh, man. R.I.P. this dude, yo. Matt Clark. All right, anyway. Damn, yo. TSA crazy. Oh, that's a nice little wallpaper right there. Oh, that's kind of sick, yeah. That's kind of sick. You see, and what I'll do is I'll hit install, and I'll be trying all of these apps. But you see, when it says in-app purchases, you got to be careful because that means you're going to be spending some bread, yeah. My man Steph right here. My man Steph, another one of these life coach dudes, yeah. All right. Hammies up. Yo, this is the only Ayatollah Khomeini that I know. This is the only Ayatollah that I know. Yo, if you watch The Sopranos, you know this is the real Shah of Iran right here, yo. This is the real Ayatollah right here. Anyway, you see notifications. Let me go and exit out of that. Back to the gram. You see how my gram is power. Oh, I love the instant privacy screen. All right, so this way I can get my family show moments on in peace. Yeah. All right, so this way, y'all. Hold on. Oh. Y'all don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, you see, you gotta love that, yo. You gotta love that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I turn that back off. Boom. But anyway, let's kind of wrap this video up. I know it's taking kind of long. Again, you see, open up Cash App. You don't even know what I got in Cash App. You don't even know. I can exit out of that. You didn't even get to see it. PayPal. Open up PayPal. Bon, you can't see it. Yo, make sure if you got this phone, make sure you go to privacy display. I'll do it one more time. And make sure you go to conditions for turn it on. And set up some conditions, okay? This way you don't get caught lacking. All right? You don't get caught out there lacking. Anyway, let me go ahead and rank this. Now, you see, this is Lock Star. I'm able to keep my lock screen on so long. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, now I gotta grab 2 more phones. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am giving the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra 5 Gangster Alpha Mega Supreme, aka the #1 scumbag phone. I'm giving this a major go. I love this phone. Now, how would I rank this in the Samsung hierarchy? Here's my rankings. #1, when it comes to Samsung phones, the best Samsung phone on the planet right now is the Galaxy Z Trifold. Obviously not the best battery, obviously not the best cameras, but you got a phone that goes from this to this. All right, from this to this, bro. Tablet, your phone turns into a tablet. Family show, your phone turns into a tablet. How could you beat that? All right, how could you beat that? Bro, family show, how could you beat that? This right here, this is innovation. The biometrics work. Let me get a little wipe down on the display. The biometrics work. You got you see, I got the live wallpapers. I got all my widgets, all the same cool apps. Everything works. You see, got my dynamic notch. Okay, you see all of the different colors. You see YouTube comes in red. They Gmail. This one I got Google set to orange, blue, red. This is so dope. Okay, so this is my favorite Galaxy phone, #1. #2, I'm gonna go Galaxy S26 Ultra. Okay, this is #2. #3, I'm gonna go Z Fold. All right, the Z Fold 7. This, once you use the trifold, it's hard. Let me just put my code in real quick. Once you use the Z Fold 7, it's hard to use this one. But you see, everything does work. I haven't turned this one on in a minute. Everything does work. All my live wallpaper. You see, that's the same live wallpaper. Let's see, does this one did the update yet? All right, so you see when you go to change wallpapers, you see this one still has the 3 dots. You see, I got all my notifications. Okay, but this one still has the 3 dots to go to live wallpapers. But again, now you could just set it from the app. Okay, this is the Z Fold. Let me see, am I still logged into the gram? Probably not. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, I'm still logged in. Yeah, okay. Hammies up. Hammies up. Look at this. Yeah, the Z Fold 7. Hammies up. Haven't turned this one on in a minute. Getting notifications out the wazoo. Z Fold 7, super lightweight. Okay, super lightweight. This is just my #3 favorite Galaxy phone. Then after that, we gotta go Z Flip. Okay, now one thing about the Z Flip, we gotta open this one up too real quick. Z Flip. Now the Edge, I sold my Edge. Shout out to my homegirl Pam. I sold my Edge because I don't really use the Edge too much. But you got the Z, look at this, the Flip. Now you got full screen on the outside. Okay, so let me see if I got the Pataka case on here. Right. Look at that. Yeah. This is, of course, let's see, do we got the 3 dots? Wallpaper styles, let's see. Let's see if we got this 3 dots still. On this one, change wallpapers. Yeah, we still got the 3 dots. Go to live wallpapers. You see, look at all these notifications. Set home screen. Boom. Okay, everything still look the same. This one I'm using dynamic spot. Okay, yeah, but this will be my last favorite Galaxy. This is the Flip. This is a niche phone right here. This one. I'm gonna get the flip on this one. The Pataka case, real nice. But anyway. The top 3 though, S26, Z Fold 7, and Z Trifold. These are the top 3 Samsung phones. But I can't believe they're not making the Z Trifold no more. Trust me, fellas, go out and buy this, man. Go out and buy this. What a time to be alive, yo. Look at that. What a time to be alive, all right? Go out and buy this phone if you could afford it. Trust me, this phone changed the whole way that I rock. Okay, this phone changed it. Imagine the privacy display on this. Woo! Anyway, Samsung. Ooh, look, you see I hit my music. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. And of course, one thing, you got the rotating home screen. Apple. Rotating home screen. This phone right here is a certified beast. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Oh, and one more thing before I get out of here. We do got a few more cases. Let's check out the mouse cases real quick. Let's check the mouse cases because I'm not doing no more case videos for the... Matter of fact, I'll do one more case video. I'll save the mouse cases. I'll do one more case video because I want to do the Illumu cases. All right, so I'll do one last Galaxy case video, and I'll do a best of, and one more. Okay, because I got a few mouse cases, and I don't want this video to take too long. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I'll see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Flossy, man. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, run the beam up.
Enterprise out.
Energize.
Hey guys, Jerry Springer here. Subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real reviews. He has a tech channel on YouTube, and he already has over 2 million subscribers, so give him a look. You may like it, and it could be very useful. Take care of yourself and each other.